Hi, how are you all doing? This is Natalia Kuna assisting you with spiritual growth, psychic guidance, angelic messages, healing, awakening, transformation, and just sharing with you the messages that I receive and just wisdom from tapping into the universal energies, what's happening cosmically, globally, and what messages the angels might have for us, and also through the oracle cards. So finally, we're at the end of 2016. This has been quite a year. It's been chaotic. It's been pretty much awful. it's been it's actually getting better, okay? So hopefully you're feeling that as well. And I really feel there's been a shift and a turn in the energies, and that, you know, we're only sort of beginning again. So we're at the end of this 9-year cycle that we've been in. So numerologically, we travel in these 9-year cycles. This is a 9-year because 2016, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 6 equals 9. Okay. So 9 is all about, if you've been following me, or you might have heard otherwise, so 9 is about releasing, letting go, cleansing, karma, dealing with things, closing chapters. And this has brought up a lot of issues for a lot of people, and it's been a really difficult year. But as I said, getting better, which is great. So because we're at the end of this 9-year cycle, it's kind of like, if you imagine it as this cup filling up over the years in the cycle, and then it starts to deplete. So we're sort of at the depletion where we want to fill that cup up again, which will happen next year, 2017, in a brand new year. And I'm going to be making some videos very soon about the 2017 energies, but we're in a bright new cycle again, which I'll talk about in those videos, which is great, and it's very promising. But it also feels that way. So I've been tapping into a better energy that is here for us, and step by step there will be more. So if you can override what is going on in the world, devastations, politics, and just know that you know, and unfairness, and you know, and horrible things, you know, that do go on, being the end of a 9-year, you know, there is the possibility of, again, witnessing and seeing more of that, because we're at the tail, but we are at the tail end of it, okay? Because this year, what a lot of people have experienced more than ever before is they're finally, people who have not sort of otherwise that think about things and aim to have a higher consciousness, and spiritual seekers and so on, like whatever you want to call it, everyday folk, they really have had a taste this year of the, for lack of a better word, the bullshit that goes on everywhere. The way that we are slaves to a system, the way that politics is an absolute joke, and that we're living in this kind of illusion, and so many people are in fear mode, and it's just crazy. So nothing more highlighted it than the whole Trump and Hillary thing, which was just like ridiculous when you really think about it. It was a joke. It's like a farce. I used to study Italian at university, and we used to read these books about all these farcicals and comedies, you know, and yeah, that's what it was like, okay? So people are starting to wake up. They really are, and seeing things. So this whole fresh new energy of next year is going to bring in so much more positivity and open eyes, and you know, we're just going to get on with it, which is great. So that brings us to December now. So closing off all of that karma and so on, but being the Christmas month, we are going to be around people, and it's going to be busy and hectic. So a theme for this month is to really find a way of having a lot of joy in the celebrations and in all the processes that will be happening this month leading up to Christmas. But even just things like, enjoy those things like, you know, if you have kids, like their end of year concerts and stuff like that, or, you know, little parties and gatherings that you can handle going to. If you're finding that you're having too many, like, you know, demands of you, or work and so on. You know, choose ones that are going to bring you more joy, and try to tap into your sense of creativity and find some way to interweave that into this busy month, not just of Christmas, but obviously the new year coming up. So with that, so joy, creativity, they're all themes for this month. I do feel some blockage here, again, in the throat chakra, okay, which is the chakra for communication. So when you're around people, so I feel it would be the lead up, so that busy chaos, that, you know, that Christmas mall energy where everyone's running around like a mad chook, you know, of dollar signs in their head. Just take a breather and know that you can get through it, and try to do it, you know, in a happy way, okay? So minimize all the fuss, but find a way to be joyful and creative in this whole process, and that will really help raise and uplift your energy. As well as, so celebration's important, but also, you know, the other side of that too is dealing with, especially end of this 9-year now, dealing with relationships. And when I say that, I don't just mean romantic, that can be family, friends, co-workers and so on. And dealing with any issues that arise. If you feel that anything's boiling up to the surface to do with other people, any sort of unfinished business or unresolved issues, really take a look at it. Really notice how that's affecting you and your energy system. Okay, so just pausing there, getting a sense of your energy. Okay, and that actually reminds me that at the moment I'm working on, you know, some of you may know, for a long time now I've been working on presenting for you online courses, and the first one that I'm going to have available sometime in early 2017, so I'm working, you know, hard on it, is the start of a series of energy self-care courses, but there'll be other ones as well for spiritual development, how to read oracle cards, how to develop yourself psychically and your intuition, you know. But the first one in the energy self-care series is going to be about cord cutting, and you will learn how to untie the binds from other people and free yourself from the toxic energy of other of relationships and so on, anything that binds you, or, you know, which is a great tool to have, and, you know, a lot of us use it all the time. So these are going to be, so it's going to be a really thorough course with lots of explanations, videos, everything, so I'm really excited about it. So if you're interested, just join my newsletter or the course interest list, either way, which will be at the bottom of this video. Okay, so the reason why I mentioned that too is that that's something you're really going to need to do at this time, okay, like constantly. So take note of your energy and release other people from you. Learn what you need to learn and be ready to move on. Whatever you do, do not carry the baggage from this year and from all previous years or even lifetimes, okay, because we are affected by past lives. It is true. So not just this lifetime, so there's a lot, okay? So make sure you're cutting off from that you're learning from it, letting go, releasing. Don't carry anything over to next year, because we're starting a fresh new cycle. January 1st is going to be like huge energetically in a positive way, okay? So make your resolve to heal and let go of all of that, okay? Rise above it, because when our energy is higher, it's like you override things, and that's where you want to be, and that's where we're going to be heading towards, and I'm here to help you in every way achieve that, or at least help you along the way of that rather difficult at times journey, okay? So there's a sense of this new beginnings coming up, and you can probably get a sense of it, okay? If you can just get outside of yourself and your everyday thinking and your busy mind, you'll have this sense that something's going on, there's a bit of a shift, something's changing. So if you have those thoughts or feelings, like really take note of them and know that you are correct and that you're right, and enjoy it and expand on that so that you can enter that space at a more rapid rate and stay there and maintain that higher vibration. If you're still struggling and finding it difficult, or things are coming up for you, then just take the advice that I mentioned before. okay? And we are all, no one's perfect. I'm right there with you. So, you know, whatever you're going through, I'm most probably going through it too, or have in the past. So, yeah. Okay, so also this month, okay, there's some loved ones in spirit that really want you to know that they are watching you, that they are guiding you, okay? I'm feeling feathers, okay, feather signs and other signs. So this is a time of, I just feel a sense of loss of someone that's recently, feels quite emotional, lost someone, or within this last year, or an anniversary coming up. So take note if that is you, okay? So just take a moment with that, and just know that they're there, that they are right by your side, okay? So feeling it right now, just hear the spirit energy. Now, this can apply to not just one of you, okay? But anyone that you just get any resonance with that message, even if it's someone from a while back that has passed or someone dear to you, know that they are there. I also feel that spirit communicating through dreams or somehow in your house or life. So write a note if you feel a resonance of that. Okay, so that's important too, especially with Christmas coming up. So that makes perfect sense. So you might not have felt so protected or so secure this year or during times this year. So now, you know, joy, gratitude, being really grateful. Don't get too caught up in it's hard. Look, we're humans, we're living in this world of economy. Okay, for people like myself who are natural energy sensitives and psychically open, or you know, earth angel types, we really like feel not lost in this world, but like we don't understand it. Okay, like, you know, just meanness we don't understand, and cruelty, you know, like empaths have that feeling too. We don't. Also, we just find this whole way of the systems just feels really wrong, and you know, because we know that there's a higher way, there's a higher reality, because that's where we're from, and we still are connected to that, okay? So I often feel like I've got one foot on this land and one up there somewhere, okay? But I don't like to be too floaty or anything like that. I try to stay grounded, so that's always the challenge. And I forgot my whole point with this, but doesn't matter. Okay, so we are going through a process where we're reaching higher levels, and we're wanting to sort of, doors are opening for our initiation, okay, to raise our consciousness and to get to a higher level spiritually. And this is calling. It's like it's knocking on your door. Can you feel that? Okay. So this is where, so in terms of chakras, I mentioned the throat chakra, but also the crown chakra opening up and connecting you to the divine that's there and wants to communicate with you. And to trust in that, and to look at the divine for all answers and guidance as well. Forgiveness being important in relationships, and if that's too hard, that's okay. I will be writing an article that's more about acceptance. So if you can accept things such as life situations, money struggles, relationship issues, whatever, then you can move on so much more quickly and easily. And I think I just remembered what I wanted to say before, which was there's so much materialism and that kind of thing happening, especially in December with all the shopping and everything. So, and all the focus on, you know, Santa and all of that. So try to stay in sort of having an honest appreciation for all that you have and all that you've been through, because even the most hardest times are there to teach us lessons, and when you can embrace that and accept it, then you can move on with a clean slate, a clear mind and consciousness, and really embrace life in higher ways. So it's coming up for a time to take action in this new year, to be more spontaneous, have more fun, and sort of get going with things, okay, all those projects and so on. Know that divine guidance is there for you, and I feel with someone, especially not feeling like you have the spiritual support or your guardian angels there, but they are there, okay? So know that they are there. Bring back your power, bring back your confidence, and yeah, and we all look forward to the new year, so I can't wait to bring you those videos. So thanks for listening, all the best, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I'll talk real soon.